All right, I think we're live. We may be live. We're kind of live. All right, welcome everyone. This is the Wednesday night strike. Wait, Wednesday? Did I do Wednesday shows? I don't think I do Wednesday shows. Why am I live? I have no idea. I have no idea why I'm live, but I'm live. Those of you that want to come in and hang out and you know, uh, help me with topics, more than welcome to. Just use the link that's pinned at the top of the top of the live chat, and we'll go from there. I think this is public. I'm pretty sure I said it public. Yes, it's public. Monetization is off. Yeah, yeah. Everything's there. So, yeah, Matt won't be doing chat tonight, so I thought I'd go live for about an hour before roll calls, and just kind of you know hang out. Anybody that has anything they want to talk about, let me know. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look for some gun news because Tuesday was pretty bad for gun news. So see if the week has gotten any better since Tuesday. Uh, no, apparently it has not. Pretty bad. Yeah. Uh, let's just say nothing great is going on. Sadly. Snake Doctor 78 is out there saying hello. Kingpin is out there. Ron 2A Matters says hello at Night Strike. Hello, Ron 2A Matters. How you doing, buddy? So, Snake Doctor 78 says, I need some good news tonight. Uh, ooh, good. I'm not sure. I don't even have my camera on. I should have my camera on. Why don't I have my you know, I'm totally unprepared tonight. I'm sorry, guys. Just not prepared tonight. I'm gonna try and be better. So there we go. There we go. I have my camera on. Yeah, I probably should turn some more lights on to give you better lighting, but whatever. Uh, as far as good news, there is no good news tonight. I'm sorry, but there's just no good news. It's not my fault. It's just that right now, shitty problems. Things are not great right now. See if I can get a better. It's a little too. It's, I'm working with my camera. I'm sorry. I'm screwing around. Sorry, I'm distracted. Uh, it's like, how about the fall of that punk on CNN? That made me happy today. Which punk specifically? I don't know which one you're talking about. Who got fired from CNN today? Uh, C&T Design and Arms is out there saying, "What up, perps?" Well, I don't know who you're calling a perp. I am totally 100% legal American, law-abiding American. So I don't know. 100%. 100. So, but yeah, that's what I'm doing tonight. It's just I just didn't have anything else to do. We haven't got anything from roll call yet, so I'm just sitting here. Oh, Zucker got in trouble. Okay. All right. I didn't see that. Did not see that. Yes. Yes. All right. There we go. Mark Zucker, president. Yes. Yes. I heard about that. I heard about that. What is it? What is it? Fired. Yes. Oh, no. It's Jeff Zucker, I think. Yeah. CNN Jeff Zucker resigns, admitting consensual relationship with coworker. So he got in trouble for, you know, um, let's say having a relationship with a coworker. I don't know if that's really is thing. And we seem to be having a little issue with the YouTube side I don't know. If it doesn't fix itself, I'll reset everything. Okay, Kingpin said Rose said his power might not be able to go live. Okay, well if Rose power's out, then I'll go for an hour. I may have to reset everything real quick, so give me a minute to reset everything because it seems like it's having issues. So let me lock this down and go with that. Let's see. I don't think anybody else is streaming. No, I think I'm only the only one streaming on GunTube right now. So, anyways, I started the process for buying a silencer through the silencer shop. Went smooth so far, as Snake Doctor 78 says. Awesome. Let me know what happens during your progress. See, Daniel says that Night Strike. Let's be honest, he's probably a pedo like the rest of the CNN bunch. Yeah.
Saying it would gain traction if people knew about it.
All right, we should be back, I guess. So here we go. I had to reset everything real quick, so I'm hoping it'll fix itself. It should be all right. GunTube needs to be reloaded. Well, I've reloaded it as much as I can, so I'm doing the best I can with what I got, and what I got ain't cutting it. So, oh well. So there we go. GunTube is as low as it's gonna get. Let's put it that way.
Snake Doctor's in here.
Yep, Snake Doctor. Snake Doctor's out there. Yeah, it just keeps cutting in and out. I don't know. It might be the interwebs this evening. Maybe
you know where that name reference is from?
No,
that's from the unit. That's from the old Army.
Maybe if I do this, or do this, I guess turn the camera off. Maybe it'll fix it. I don't know. Still saying it's poor.
Is it still holding though?
It's still working, I guess. I can't do anything about it tonight. So.
Oh, God forbid if it falls apart, then we got to redo it again.
We're just gonna turn the camera off tonight. It's open to turn the camera on, but it just doesn't look like it's working tonight.
Well, so you paid off your taxes and all that?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just talk really slow, Night Strike, and then we won't notice if you cut in and out. You won't notice if I'm talking. Man. If I'm talking either, Daniel. So I can't do anything about it tonight. Gun Hobo 62's out there. What's going on, Gun Hobo?
Yeah. By the way, I came with something that's really Russian I might buy.
Oh, you're going to buy another comm block thing. What is it?
I'm not going to tell you until tomorrow.
Okay. Well, you tell me tomorrow, because I won't be here tomorrow.
What do you mean you won't be here tomorrow?
I mean, I won't be there tomorrow.
What, you're not doing a Thursday night strike?
I don't think so, no. See, if Roll Call's not going to do the show tonight because he's got no power, then I think I'm just going to, just run this for an hour and then just go to bed.
Then I'll just tell you Friday then.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Russian.
It's Russian. It's the real Russian.
It beats Chinese.
At night, Daniel says, at Night Strike, #fuck taxes. Well, Daniel, taxes are the least of your problems. Running a business and having employees, not only do you have to pay taxes, you have to pay, You have to pay into unemployment. You have to pay into workers' compensation. You have to pay into a shit ton of other things as a business if you have employees. So. Rose said maybe Friday for Ransom Reigns. Okay, well, if we're gonna do it Friday, then that's what we'll have to do. But if everything, okay, the stream says it looks like it's cleared up a bit, so good. Daniel's saying he pays taxes out the ass. Yeah, I hear you.
Everybody has to pay taxes.
Everybody's paying taxes out the ass, but if you're a business owner, it's worse, especially if you have employees.
How much a percentage does it come out of businesses, if you don't mind me asking?
It depends on the business. It
And the
really
state
does.
too.
Depends on the business and depends on the state. Some states don't charge business income tax. Like if you're asking, Wyoming. Wyoming is one of those states where you're only supposed to report the income that the business has received, but you don't pay a tax on it. But you see, taxing. You see, the problem is Democrats want to tax businesses. They want to tax business, they want to tax businesses to the point where, small businesses have to go out of business because they can't pay the amount of taxes that large businesses have to pay.
Doesn't it sound familiar from the King of England?
Yeah, it will. It's getting to the tax code itself is getting to the point where if you don't own a large business, you're pretty much screwed because you cannot, as a small business, you don't make enough money to be able to pay all the taxes. It's really hard for a small business to do that.
Look at Bale Horse's comment. Hey,
Yep.
Bale.
He says he retrieved a check from Fidelity in regards to his father. Something about an account. They had sent me a check for $4.25 and then sent me a 1099. Well, that's all he had?
Huh.
Wow. Well, I mean, $4. $5 is $5, I guess. $4 is $4, I guess.
I'd like to have Pale Horse on the panel if he wants to jump on.
But he can jump in if he wants. It's in the links at the top of the chat.
It's up to you, Pale. Hey, I wouldn't mind having you up here, man.
Daniel says I didn't mention this, but because I don't remember all the taxes a business has to pay when they have employees. But Daniel's also mentioning that a business also has to pay payroll taxes. And it varies about 7 to 15% according to how you set up. You set it up. Then there's a bunch of other crap that nickel and dime you with. Yeah, like income tax you get nickel and dime with. It's a business. Depending on the state, there's again you got unemployment that you have to pay into, workers' compensation you have to pay into, and it just goes down the line as Daniel said. So, and I'm not trying to. It's not that I'm trying to agree with Daniel just because he's saying he's making a valid point because it's getting out of hand and ridiculous for small businesses in this country. After the COVID, we lost I'm going to say an arbitrary number, and I might be wrong here. Okay, I may be completely wrong. Okay, but from what I've seen, about a quarter percent, 25% of all businesses in the United States, or at least small business in the United States, were closed and never recovered because of COVID. Okay. And I might be wrong on the number. Okay. I'll admit it. I might be wrong, but that's just of small businesses in the country. And it, because I was reading somewhere and I think that's the right number. If it's lower, okay. If it's higher, I won't be surprised, but I'll be like, damn, then I read the wrong number. But again, we're still dealing with the after effect of that whole situation. As far as business wise.
How about our tax dollars and the whole Afghanistan incident?
No, that's a separate issue entirely. Talk about a couple $1 billion down the toilet and into the septic tank. And now because it's in the septic tank, you got to hire someone to go and empty that thing. And we're feeling that now. Clever Tax says for each employee, I could take the taxes they pay and pretty much triple it for what I had to pay for them as the employer. Yeah. No. That's absolutely. It's ridiculous that a small business like Clover Tax said, has to pay triple or quadruple the amount that an individual has to pay. I mean, I can see that for like a company that makes billions of dollars a year or trillions of dollars, depending on if you're talking about Microsoft or if you're talking about just another company. But that's large corporations that have thousands upon thousands of employees. Now, if you're just talking about a small mom and pop business that only has between 1 to 4 employees, or even let's go a little larger. If you have like 20 employees, you get charged out the ass, and it's ridiculous. It doesn't seem fair where the smaller businesses have to pay more taxes than the larger businesses, and the larger businesses have like 10 times the workforce. And yeah, Daniel is making another good point, saying then add in paying for the insurance and other benefits other benefits that you have to pay as a business. Employees are expensive as hell. Yes, they are. It's sad but true, and it doesn't seem fair for smaller businesses. And I know life isn't fair. I get that, but at some point, someone needs to say, "Hey," stand up and say, "Hey, we need advantages and we need incentives for smaller businesses in this country so our country can continue to function as a country." Because I believe if we don't have these small businesses, these mom and pop shops, these small, even the medium businesses that are struggling, if we don't have these businesses around, our country's going to fall to shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Clover's arguing with me, saying, no, screw that. Don't think that way. Size of the business or what your business makes should not matter. It is per employee, not per what you make or per how many employees you have. At least in Texas, it doesn't. So remember, it's different state to state.
Mm-hmm.
But but my statement still stands. Smaller businesses get hosed as far as taxes and all the other costs involved running a business. They get hosed. So Clover, the link's at the top. If you want to jump in and talk about it, I'm more than willing to have a conversation. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just saying, you are more than welcome to jump in and hang out. You don't have to have the camera on if you don't want. I mean, I had to turn my camera off because it wasn't working properly. So, hey, I'm not saying it's easy either. So, everybody deals with it. Period. Gunmetal Guy says, Gunmetal Guy USA, haven't seen him in a while. Gunmetal Guy, how you doing, buddy? He's saying it's not going to change until the big whales go to fire up the yacht and are told we can only run down as far as Panama this weekend due to fuel costs because taxes have closed all their restaurants. Ooh. Daniel says, after 100, I think you fall under some federal minority guidelines. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty much the same. There's a number for OSHA to really regulate you. Yeah, no, we haven't even gotten into OSHA. OSHA's another situation.
Fuck OSHA.
Yeah.
Farmer friends, but
of course, OSHA, no. Gunmetal Guy says he's joking about the whole yacht situation, but but he does. But yes, the gas prices have gotten ridiculous. So, yeah. So I saw. I'm going to mention this. I'm not going to post any pictures or anything because it's just the situation. But apparently, a lady here in the United States, her daughter was killed recently by illegal immigrants, and she's now regretting voting for Biden because of it.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, it's a little bit late for that, isn't it? It's a little bit late.
You didn't care for what we were told you. We told you.
It's just those, Though there is one thing I do wanna share. Some of the guys on Never Enough Ammo's general chat had posted the video of it. I found the actual image of it, but it shows a hard truth for vegans, a very hard truth.
Send it to me to Discord later.
I'm actually just gonna screen share it because I got the image. Let's
Wait,
see.
you're gonna show this right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna show it right now because I'm not gonna show the video.
Jeez.
It's from Yellowstone, but
Jeez.
let's see if it's showing up.
You ever
properly.
plow a field? You plant a
To plant quinoa or sorghum or whatever it is the hell you eat. You kill everything on the ground and under it. You kill every snake, every frog, every mouse, mole, vole, worm, quail. You kill them all. So I guess the only real question is, how cute does an animal have to be before you care if it dies to feed you?
John Dutton from Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm. And there's a video out there that's a little bit better, but this proves a point, okay? And the point is that, if you're a vegan, all you eat is just, vegetables or, just stuff grown by a farmer. But the problem is that, this right here, where it says, you're killing snakes, frogs, mice, moles, voles, worms, and quail, because those are all pests that go after crops. Not so much quail. It depends on what part of the area for quail, but the rest you have to deal with as a farmer. Insects are a major problem. Moles are another major problem. Mice are also a problem. Snakes are a problem. Frogs, if you live near a wet area, yeah, frogs will be a problem too. Or if you grow celery, because celery grows in muck, you'll have a problem with frogs too. And the point is that in order to eat those vegetables that you love so much as a vegan, something's got to die. And I just thought that was a very hard truth that he threw out there, and that everybody's been sharing, the video. And as someone whose family comes from a farming background, yeah, it's true. It's true no matter what. It's just how you think of it, But that's how it is. Anyways. Daniel says Joe's gonna crank out the stimmies at midterm to shore up all those regretful Dems. I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna be able to. Maybe he gets what he wants, but I doubt. Gunmo Guy USA says sobering realization for some of old Joe's minions. Waking up to your own stupidity sucks. What condiments they use on their crow will be curious to see. Ooh. I don't know. Eating crow. You can do it. Crow is edible, but is it preferable? No.
Not really.
Daniel, that's one. I didn't create the world. No, my grandparents came from a farming background. My mom's mother and her father were both originally from farming families, and they grew up on farms. My grandfather stopped farming and decided to go into welding and pipe fitting and plumbing after that. Because he did that from the point when he was like, I think he was like 7 years old till he was 17, and then he went and joined the Civilian Conservation Corps. And he much rather did that than farming. Then he went elsewhere, did other things. So
I'll say this: at least you're not eating snails.
Well, we're not French.
Yeah, but who wants to eat a snail out in the wilderness?
Well, no, you see, snail is seen as high class dining, like eating fish eggs,
Is it?
your caviar.
It's not caviar.
You know, it's of course it's French though, so French food.
Oh, the French are weird.
French are weird. They're very weird. They are.
They don't even make a good gun.
I don't think any of the French firearms are that great.
I mean, the only one exception would be the FAMAS, but that's old.
Daniel says that this dances around the question. Well, it's not really a question with you, is it? It's always just a comment. Let's see how far I can poke Night Strike. Gunmill guy says his grandfather was a preacher and a farmer. Hey, sometimes you got to farm so you can eat. Sometimes, farming doesn't always pay the bills all the way, so you got to do something else too. It's sad, but it's true. So, Gunmill guy says, has anyone who has regularly attended a range noticed a change in range attendance levels? Just curious if ammo availability versus range use has equalized.
It's equalized, but it's also the pricing's still up right now, but there's availability in my area.
It's ammo availability in my area. It's getting better. Not all the calibers I want, but at least half of the calibers. Like if I want 223, 7.62 by 39, 9mm, 45 ACP, I can find that, and I can find 12 gauge. Now 308 I can find too, but do I? Is my 30-06, my 40 Smith and Wesson, or my 357 SIG available yet? No.
How about your 54R? What you've been looking for?
54R is still expensive, but I can find it. Daniel says at Gunmetal Guy USA, my backyard range is always empty. Yeah, I have that problem too. There's nobody at my backyard range. Unless AWAG 1000 comes over or somebody else comes over. Because I've had a couple people over here.
I'm looking for Night Strike.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a Mosin Nagant PU sniper bolt handle. The actual bolt body.
You might be able to find that on. Have you checked Liberty Tree Collectors?
They don't have them there. There's one on eBay and fucking sold out until 1 day later. I was about to buy it. It was only $180. Yeah. I mean, I could convert one, but I hate to do it to my Pulse one, so I'm not doing that.
Does it have to be a bent bolt, or?
I wanted a bent one, but basically it was going to be that PU sniper version.
Have you tried AK stuff?
I don't think they have it there, do they?
Let me. I'll link you in the side chat here. All right.
No. I know where they are. I know. I've been to them.
I think they've got them. It might be a little pricey, but I mean, for what you want, you're gonna pay a little bit. But they seem to have some in stock. Daniel says you could always just buy a normal one cut off and bend.
$200.
Yes, that's.
And it's rusted. It's literally covered in rusted pitting.
No, that's Cosmoline.
$200.
If you look at the image, that's Cosmoline. It ain't rust.
I ain't paying $200 for one of those damn little things.
Yeah. Well, then I guess you don't get one.
Screw it. I'll just stick with a standard bolt handle.
There you go. That works.
Hey,
I'm fine with my standard bolt handle, so
for now. I ain't paying $200. You out of your crazy mind?
I didn't say you had to.
No, I'm talking to the seller, and I'm nuts.
Well, I've seen other ones on eBay for $185.
I haven't seen any. I've been looking on eBay. I don't see
the price isn't going down. Let's put it that way.
Man, this fucking inflation. Part of my French.
Yep. No, Daniel. We do not want E-Honda doing any smart gunsmithing.
Oh my goodness. What do you get to that Mosin, man? I still can't get that image out of my head.
No, absolutely not. No. What in shenanigans is this? This is nothing but shenanigans, Jesse. That's what this is. Nothing but shenanigans.
I never seen her come on your panel before, by the way.
She's been on my panel before. Don't say that she hasn't.
I have not seen her come on your panel.
Jesse has been on my panel before. So has Stacy. So
Since when?
It's been a while, but they've been on here.
All right, I'll believe you.
No. So.
There we go.
Uh-oh, the foose is loose. What's going on, foose?
Hey.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey. You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. How you doing?
What am I doing?
I said, how? How are you doing?
Decent. Cold.
Okay, good.
Well, not really cold, but
not as cold as roll call is right now. Yeah, because of the snow up there.
yeah, we have about 8 inches.
You got 8 inches?
Yeah.
We haven't gotten any snow. It's just been in the 60s here. 63 today. Not bad.
63. Screw you. I think it's 15 right now.
I'm like, it's 63 here. He's like, screw you. It's 15 here. I'm sorry, Foose. I just had to mention it. Because it's probably colder where Warsaw is. Warsaw, what's the temperature outside where you're at, man?
Hold on. Let me look.
Probably like 5 or 10 below, right?
53 degrees right now.
3 degrees. Jesus
53,
Christ.
53 degrees.
Oh, 53.
Degrees.
Well, that's better. It's better.
Oh, let's see. Wait a sec. No, that's somewhere else.
So.
No, here. 15 degrees, actually.
15. Okay, that's about what Foose has to deal with. So, yeah, it's weird. It's weird how the cold front is like, parts of the nation and then, not part of the parts of the nation. It's like zigzags. You notice that?
Tomorrow's high is 19.
Ooh. Ouch.
I'm glad I work indoors.
Yeah,
I'm glad I work from home. So I don't even have to get out in it.
Yeah, probably shouldn't tell you what it's going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You know why? Because I'm not going to be there.
Well, here it's going to be 74 tomorrow.
Okay.
So. No. Daniel says it's sleeting here. Entire world of Texas is going to be shut down tomorrow. Laugh out loud. Went ahead and paid everyone a day early today because I knew no one was coming in. What am
I looking at?
George's messing with his camera. That's what.
Hey. Yeah, finally get to you. Now I'm finally using my new phone.
And it's working now.
Yeah, not like it did the last time, man. It was like going on a fit or something.
well, George, you had to be down with all your essays.
Yeah, be down with this. Oh, as I was listening to you guys, you guys talking about the weather. We're 74 here in Brownsville.
Yeah, you're 74 right now.
Yeah, 74 degrees.
It was 63 here. I was enjoying the weather today because that's t-shirt weather for me.
Yeah, tomorrow will be another story.
Tomorrow it's going to be 74 here, so I'm going to be happy.
Night Strike. Check what GPVs is.
She said it's 12
for
degrees
like
here,
40s.
and she's cursing. Yes, Jesse.
Oh my goodness! Can you stop complaining about the weather?
Yeah. Well, no, we're not complaining. We're commenting on it.
No, not you. Her. Like,
she does not like cold weather. That girl, she's a Texas girl. She does not like cold weather.
Oh my goodness! Well, we'll get used to it.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, we got to stop thinking like a mentality. Oh, we're going to complain about the weather. Well, hey.
It's something to talk about. Here is Jessie. You say you never see her on my show. Well, here she is right now.
All right.
Oh boy, here comes. She's going to give me shit.
Gunpowder Beauty.
Throat punch him, Gunpowder Beauty. Throat punch him. He deserves it.
Yeah.
I got a small neck, so I'm good at it.
Warsaw.
Anybody you want.
Anybody you want.
Well, listen, I'm like T-minus a couple of weeks from having this baby. So y'all need to make sure whoever I'm throat punching is going to be done here in the next little bit.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
All I'm gonna say is, if you want to stop complaining about the weather, you gotta look what the Russians are doing. They're doing it right. They don't give a shit if it's cold or not.
No, because they literally killed all the bears and wrapped themselves up in all the bears.
No, not
Well, I mean,
true.
if it's 0 degrees Celsius out there, they're like, "Oh, this is shorts and t-shirt weather."
Yeah, it's flip flop weather out there.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm always going to bitch about the weather because I lived in Michigan and I got out of that fucking state because there was too much fucking snow and there was negative temperatures. And I thought, hey, Missouri, I have been told, is like the nice medium between Texas and Michigan. Except for today, it's 12 fucking degrees and I have an inch of fucking ice on my driveway. So no,
Yeah,
I'm going to bitch about it today.
where you're at, you get ice. You don't get anything else but ice.
If you were in my area of South Carolina, it would be pretty much like the weather in Houston.
Last time I checked VPV, I'm not trying to bash on you or anything, but listen, I remember last year he had a freaking ice storm that hit our state, Texas.
Yeah, Texas had an ice storm last year, and she wasn't there for that.
Well, on the truck.
Oh man, that was bad.
No, George was there for that. How bad was that, George?
It was real cold. We were in the 20s, 30s, somewhere around there. It was 70 degrees in the house because our light would go out. It either it would go out during the day or it would go out at night. And it only did that for a couple of days because, like, by the time it hit Thursday, the light pretty much stayed fine. There was no problem and stuff. But the first couple of days, it was hard because it was hard to get gas because there was times where gas stations had gas, but they had no power. Yeah, then there were gas stations that had power, but they had no gas because everybody was, gassing up, getting all freaking crazy,
They're worried the same thing's going to happen again this week.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the whole cold front that's coming in.
Yeah.
It's basically it's engulfed most of the states lately, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mentioning the weather because I'm trying to say ha ha ha, look at me, I'm just fine, because normally after you guys get the bad weather, guess where it comes? It comes my way.
It goes your way, yeah. Just like when we get the rain or stuff, the big thunderstorms and stuff, and they start heading out your direction.
Yeah.
Hell, hasn't California even gotten snow?
No, well, California only gets snow in the mountains. Ask me how I know. I've lived in California.
So that's what's wrong with you.
No.
Cali.
No, I lived before the assault weapons ban. So.
Yeah, good old days.
The good old days, back in the 90s.
Good old days, man.
Of course, the problem is that the time of the 90s, I lived in California. I was living in LA, and there was those things called the riots.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are fun.
Oh, bless your heart, darling. That's terrible. Nobody wanted to live in LA.
No, nobody wanted to live in LA, but I was living. I was all right. I was in the area of where they weren't protesting, so I was good. But it's not that I didn't have to drive through that. That shit was hard.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Night Strike, I gotta ask you. You've been hearing about this Canadian truck caravan that's now coming to the States?
I've been heard of this striking Canadian trucks thing. Yes. Did you hear they tried to hire tow trucks, and then the tow truck all the tow truck companies said, "Oh, we're all sick with COVID."
Yep, I heard that as well.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
Did I ever mention?
Of course, it is bullshit, but they're protesting to make a point that Trudeau is going mad with power. And honestly, they're acting more American than some Americans are acting these days. You know that?
Yeah.
Freaking.
I mean, so say what you will about the Canadians. I do support them in their endeavor with the whole trekking situation because it's ridiculous for them.
Is it me or do we have a weak workforce now these days?
We do. We absolutely do. So it's just how it happened. But I'm going to go into this because I saw it on the news. Warsaw, did you hear they're going to start reinforcing some of the Eastern European NATO countries with more U.S. troops because of the situation in Ukraine.
I heard Poland is getting activated, as well as some other nations like Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania.
So figure they're probably going to move about some of those troops that are in Europe, because we got about 70,000 troops in Europe. We're probably going to move some of those to the Eastern nations that are near Ukraine so they can help if they have to. But to me, it seems like Putin is trying to call everybody's bluff.
Well, it's not that. Ukraine, if you listen to Ukraine, they're like, ain't no big thing, whatever. I mean, they're not overly worried about it.
Because they don't believe Russia will push the envelope that far. They don't believe Russia will actually ever go through with it. They're just reinforcing the borders to show a thing of strength because they're Russia.
I don't know, Night Strike. I mean, you got Belarus and you got the freaking Donbass Ukrainian separatists that are siding with them.
Well, at one point a couple years ago, Belarus wanted to join NATO.
Belarus is now gone off to the Russian Federation now.
Yeah. Now they're switching sides because they weren't able to get into NATO.
Isn't Lushenko like a dictator though?
Yeah. He's
got a Soviet flag in his office.
He may be a dictator, but like every former Soviet, guess what? Guess what really talks to him? It's not the Soviet Union. It's not communism. You know what really talks?
Money.
It's called money. That's all. When countries think about or say they want to join NATO, that's what it's all about. It's like what incentives monetarily can they get for joining NATO? So,
well, what I'm really just
what also helps? Not having a senile old bastard who can't complete a freaking sentence in office.
Oh, you mean something like this?
GPB, you know why he's like that?
Created by you know the thing.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
GPB, you know why he's like that?
Because you stutter?
Probably because yeah.
No, it's not that. It's not because he has Alzheimer's and whatever on the listings. In his prior years, believe it or not, he had 2 brain surgeries because he had 2 brain tumors in his head and had to get removed. 2 separate surgeries.
Pale Horse says it's 33 right now where he's at in Memphis metro area, while the wind chill is 19 Fahrenheit. Yeah, freezing rain getting started. Yep. Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike, you can't complain about cold weather till you have been out in minus 50 degrees. Ghost Shadow, I will not go anywhere that has minus 50 degree weather. Period. So you have that all you want, Ghost Shadow. You enjoy that all you want because I'll be somewhere else.
Like what, Hawaii?
There's no enjoying that.
There's no, there isn't. But I'm not going to be there.
Strong mentality to fight it.
Yeah, no. Daniel says, is it a coincidence the weather is shitty all over the country and it's like 7 degrees where our Lord and Savior Night Strike lives? No.
No, it is not a coincidence. You did that on purpose.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
No,
listen, this is just consider this a safe space, okay? You don't have to lie to kick it. We get it. You're freaking hoarding the freaking nice weather in your state, jackass.
Right. Because I can totally control that stuff because, I control the art project.
You are the Lord and Savior Night Strike. Of course you control that shit.
No,
I know for a fact you got Mother Nature in your back pocket. Don't even try me.
I wish I had Mother Nature in my back pocket. Anyways, moving on. Gunmetal Guy says, here in Texas, I drove in that ice storm last year with no traffic light or street light, no home lights at night, no power. Wow. Tara Smith says, I'm in Midland, Texas. It rained, froze, and sleeted on top of that, and now is big flakes. Only in the 20s, though. Not too cold. Roads are extremely slick, though. Ouch, Tara. Drive safely. If you're still driving, and you still have to drive safely, please. Gunmetal Guy says, I don't. Texas will get as bad. I guess he's saying, I don't know. If Texas will get as bad a whooping in this storm. I don't know. MCK is out there saying, hello, howdy, Patriots. Robert Ribbert Harrison is out there saying, good evening. How's it going, Robert? Gunmetal Guy says, I have a nephew in the Army. If not for that, bring on Red Frickin' Dawn. I don't know if we're on Red Dawn situation yet.
If it's not the Russians, it's Chinese always trying to invade us.
Yeah, or the North Koreans.
North Koreans, they can't do shit.
I know, but that's the joke. That's the joke. Because remember the
They're
Red Dawn
starving.
remake? The Red Dawn remake was the North Koreans. That was funny. They can't do shit. Anyways, Patriot of the Dark says, Night Strike, I've hated the Russian government ever since they gave Rocky brain damage. Well, one would argue that he had brain damage before that. But Daniel says, at least shit is exciting with Joe in office. I mean, we got the oncoming financial depression and World War III to look forward to. Yeah, I'm not so sure if that was, that's exciting. That's more depressing, if anything.
You think that's depressing? You should have seen it back years prior.
Yeah, G23 is out there. Robert Ribbert Harrison says a lot of snow here in New York. Well, Robert, just stay strong, man. Stay strong. That's all I can say. Because New York gets that every year. Every year. Garrett Smith says I'm at my receiver, unloading in the AM, bulk tank, phosphorus acid. I'm more worried about being empty tomorrow and driving back. Well, that's definitely something to be worried about. Yes. Wow. So.
I'll tell you what, though. It's the rifle to be built for a cold winter.
What's a good rifle to have during cold winter?
The Kalashnikov.
Why?
Have you seen the reliability in the ice and snow?
Yeah.
Doesn't an AR work in ice and snow too?
Yeah.
Yep.
But not as much as the Kalashnikov.
It
was designed for the winter.
What about like an HK91?
No.
The Galil.
No, Foos has used it in ice weather, haven't you, Foos? Or at least cold weather?
No. You kidding me? Hell no.
Yeah, Foos doesn't like going outside.
Period.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, my crossbow works just fine.
What about your Polytech?
My Polytech? No, I'm not going to
No,
bring my
not
Polytech.
Polytech. Your Chinese AK GPP.
Oh, my Mac 90?
Yeah.
I don't hunt with it.
I don't know.
That's
But
just my
designed for a
toy.
cold environment too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here, I mean, I've got the Ozarks that I could go hunt in, but I really enjoy doing the crossbow hunting. I haven't even hunted with my 30-30 here, so
Yeah.
I'm slacking. I know.
It's all right. I haven't hunted with my 30-30 either. Last rifle I hunted with was my Type 53 Mosin.
So, did everyone hear what happened in New Jersey today?
What now?
Okay, one of the famous groundhogs in New Jersey. He was supposed to do a determination on the winter this morning.
Yeah, I hope somebody shoots that freaking fat lazy furry.
He died.
No, the problem is he died of natural causes right before they were supposed to do the determination.
Yeah.
Whether we were going to get
Died
more
this
winter
morning.
or we were going to get a short winter. So I don't know. If the groundhog
So
dies
who's the one?
before the measurement,
Who's
does
the
that mean
one
we
that
have
sat there
eternal
and
winter?
saw? No, because they sat there and said that one of the groundhogs saw a shadow.
Yeah, that they always have.
So they got a backup.
Yeah, they always have backups.
Okay, so I feel sorry for the first furry little bastard to determine winter or spring, but the second one, I hope something eats him.
So we start talking about Clinton, and then it starts like cutting us off. I got you.
Hello, YouTube. We're back.
It's
You and
Once we
Drew.
mentioned Hillary, I think that's when it did it.
all right. We mentioned Hillary, and it just started going off.
Hillary or Hitlery?
Take your pick. It's the same person.
Hillary is going to end your stream, so let's talk about a nicer subject that doesn't involve.
I just want to know what that groundhog knew about those emails. That's what I want to know.
Who do you think ate the emails? It was the groundhog.
Oh my God! That's why she went after
would
him.
do it.
Wow, that poor guy, that poor little guy.
Poor little guy.
So, sing "Circle of Death" to tune of "Angel of Death" by Slayer. Bellhorse says, "Yeah, well, I don't know. Right now, tonight, it just seems to be everything seems to be working right tonight. So, it's probably the weather. The weather's as we were talking about. It's the weather's problem." So
yeah, groundhogs are not friendly, my friend. I've seen how dangerous it can be.
Hillary is from now on referred to as mean mustache. Ooh.
You sure it's Hillary? How about Stalin?
I don't know. I don't know if we know anybody who's as bad as Stalin.
Mao.
No, I mean living.
Ah.
So
Yeah, Feinstein.
She's bad, but she's just bad. It's more like instead of Shannon Watts, Stalin Watts. So, anyways, so we're back. Hopefully, we were mentioning about the groundhog that died before he was supposed to make the determination.
That got Hillaried.
He apparently he had something on Hillary before.
It was on her shit list.
Yeah, he was on her list. It's sad.
She was just tying up loose ends. I mean, how else is she supposed to make sure that 30,000 emails never get found?
I mean, the groundhog should have eaten those emails. Should have deleted them.
You ever watch Blacklist, GPB?
Yes.
It's exactly like what happened in that series.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a cover up.
Basically, burn up everything and just get the hell
Yep.
out of there.
Yeah. How the hell did Alabama get one of those when I still can't find one? Motherfuckers.
What?
What?
It's nothing. Nothing. I'm just complaining.
Alabama has a Jolly.
You
want one of those?
I'm complaining. No, I was looking at an image that says, Alabama challenges gun stuff and whatnot, and it's a picture of one of those Gerson EAA Gerson high powers. I'm like, I can't even find one in my area. How does Alabama have one already?
I don't know. That's the $100 million mystery.
What the hell? So, anyways.
So.
What else is going on with you guys? Anything interesting? Get anything cool?
Anybody watch the last episode of Book of Boba Fett?
You mean the second episode of Mandalorian 2.5?
Yeah. True.
No.
It was awesome.
It was pretty good, yeah.
I'm still several episodes behind on that.
Yeah. Well, when you get around to it, you'll enjoy it.
I'm sure I will.
Oh yeah.
And if you don't, you can yell at me and Matt and everybody else. Tell us how bad it sucked.
I won't yell at you because I don't want to get booted.
You don't want to get what?
Booted.
You don't want to get booted.
I'm just.
Well, Night Strike doesn't like to censor people.
I was referring to a previous chat this week.
Yeah.
That I will. That's all I'm going to say. Love you, man.
Guys, why you hate me so much? What did I do? What did I do? Why do I get so much hate?
You don't get hate, dude. We like just giving you shit, dude. You're like a brother to us.
It needs to stop. Moving on. We're gonna move on. We're just gonna ignore this and move on. So,
what's another topic?
Yeah. Has anybody seen anything in the news they want to talk about?
What else?
Is there anything in the news that is good?
No, that's the problem. No, I covered this yesterday, but did you hear the ATF is keeping 920 million plus firearm records?
Yeah,
and they
digitized it. This. All right.
Yeah.
He put in a retrieval system.
Did you hear New Mexico state senator files bill requiring safety training for movie actors?
Yes, I did hear that.
Mm-hmm. I kind of support that.
I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, it is bullshit, but
because if they're stupid enough to do that, they're stupid enough to do that.
It is bullshit, but the problem is if they don't get proper gun safety training, to handle firearms, they shouldn't use them in movies.
AKA Alec Baldwin, who would take responsibility.
Okay, think about this. If you don't get proper training, you shouldn't use them at a range. If you don't have proper training, you shouldn't use them in self-defense.
Well, I think this is only pertaining to movies and films.
Yeah, pertaining to movies, because I'm already seeing some movies that are from last year to this year that are being released, and they're showing them as special effects blowback. They're not using blanks. Like how they usually do. A lot of movies are starting to do that now.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is you do that. It's like if we want freedom for us, it's freedom for everyone.
Well, the problem is all those movie actors, they don't support freedom for us. They'd rather we live in the same liberal shithole they live in.
Absolutely, that's their decision. But we still need to practice what we preach, man.
Well,
not necessarily, because if I want to be a teacher, even if I want to just be a day school or daycare teacher, I still have to go get the qualifications, certifications, and the education to do that job. Right. So if actors want to sit there and participate in a movie that involves firearms, they need to have the education, certification, and qualifications to handle those firearms properly without endangering the rest of the cast.
Foos, did you ever have a carry permit?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have to go through a course or anything in order to have that permit?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. Did you want movie stars and actors and celebrities that make movies to be able to just, carry a gun around on a movie set without any training?
Yes.
Okay. And why so? Why should you be able to carry a gun because you had proper training, but they don't even have the basics of firearm safety training?
I carry a gun now, and I don't have a license.
Well, you don't need one now. You got constitutional carry.
So even if I go out of state, I don't do it.
So
it's not the fact that I have to or whatever. It shouldn't be.
No, it's not. But the problem is with these people are using firearms, which they know nothing about firearms. And because they know nothing, they don't even know the basic safety rules of firearms. And honestly, they should. They should. If they're gonna, even if they preach against firearm ownership for the collective, okay, if they're gonna use it in their goddamn movies, they should at least know the proper safety rules with firearms.
But saying that too, that also falls on the job of the armorer, doesn't it?
And the manager.
The armorer, the manager, hell, even the director. The director should know too. If he's directing the movie, if he wants it to look good, he should know, the proper safety protocols with a firearm.
I'm not saying that they need to get their concealed carry license or anything, but I think that they need to have a rundown
But I honestly believe they should have some sort of firearm safety training before using a firearm, even if they're using blanks, even if they're just using props. It doesn't matter. They should know the basics. And if Foos is saying they shouldn't know the basics, they shouldn't have to.
No, I'm saying is we shouldn't be telling them that they have to.
Well,
should they know the basics?
Otherwise.
Absolutely. Should they be taught the basics? Absolutely. But it's not on you and me to tell them that they need to, or else they can't do their job.
Nice, Strike. I hate to bring the subject up, but it kind of relates to the same mindset. I mean, you think firearms are dangerous?
I know. I get it. I just don't agree. I don't necessarily agree with it because of all the shit we've heard. But
I'm there with you, but I hate hypocrites. Is not cool.
Well,
what you're talking about is hypocrisy.
I know. It's just it doesn't seem that they should be able to make movies and whatnot without having any sort of safety instruction.
I was going to point out as far as firearms, it's the same concept with people like it's like that thing with
I'm not heading down the slippery slope, Daniel. I am we're having discussion on this, and it's just I just want everybody to be safe. I don't want anybody to die or get hurt due to mishandling firearms.
I was going to point out, though, you think firearms are dangerous? How about actors that drive sports cars, like they did in Fast and Furious or other movies?
Anybody who operates mechanical or heavy machinery or even firearms, it doesn't matter what type of machine it is, they should know the proper basics of safety.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just my position, because I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't want anybody to die.
Okay.
I guess I'm bad like that, and I apologize if people don't like that, because I just want to see everybody live their life properly.
Oh, I'm not even going to sit there and apologize for it, because if I go get a job as a bartender, I have to have certifications in the education for alcohol, all of that, which it's like I think a 4-hour course for me to be able to do that job. If I go work in food, I have to have food safety. I have to have the health regulations and all of that certification, which is another 4-hour course.
Right.
So for those jobs, if I want to do it, I have to have proper training to be able to do my job safely and appropriately. It's no different for any movie actor out there, because if they're going to ride a horse, they have to go get that training. Why are they not getting training for firearm safety when you've got assholes like Alec Baldwin who are sitting there trying to tell people that a gun will shoot itself without the finger on the trigger, when everyone out there knows he's a fucking liar?
Yeah.
And the SOB isn't in jail yet.
Because he's got money.
Shit.
It doesn't mean anything if he has money or not. It's still going to catch up on him.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to say was that, like, I collect a lot of movies and a lot of action movies and stuff like that. And usually I like to see the behind the scenes, because behind the scenes will show them when they're going through training. Say, an example, Black Hawk Down. Black Hawk Down, they got a lot of the actors. They were showing them drills and stuff. They had like a boot camp like type of training. So they got the feel of the military. But when they were training weapons, they learned how to use them. They showed them how to use them so they could look more authentic, So basically in those kind of movies and stuff, they do train you and stuff. If the guy directing the movie or producing the movie wants safety and for people to be more authentic, the actors to look authentic, they'll have them go through the training. Now, the thing with Alec Baldwin, I think they were just cutting corners and stuff, and some people are just like, you know what, I don't want to go through that. I'm good. And I think that's what happened. And they should have actually had somebody there, gotten all the actors and whoever else involved, gone through all the training, so that way everybody understood on what they can do, they can do and what they can't not do, so that way there's safety, nobody can get hurt. and that's what should have been done. But
what's going to happen is that these insurance companies who insure these sets, are probably going to come down hard on this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because he should have known better than to point. That's the first rule of never point.
Because blanks can kill. Blank, even a blank gun can kill. It just depends how close you are to the to the muzzle.
It doesn't really matter. You shouldn't even point an unloaded gun.
Yeah, I understand that. I get what you're talking about. But is that saying that I think some people think that blanks, it just shoots, it just makes a flash. It's not going to hurt me. That's what some probably people think. But if they understood the mechanics of it, they would know that yes, this is dangerous. You can't hurt or kill somebody by shooting blanks, and that's what people need to know. And actors are the ones that need to know the best because they're the ones that end up using firearms either on TV shows or movies, stuff like that.
No, it's a good point. It's a good point. I'm glad you guys are discussing this instead of me talking about it because I sound like an ass.
No, I mean it's just
I just want people to live their lives, okay? And I want everybody. I know it's not. I know it's a pipe dream. I get that. I just want everybody to be safe and enjoy firearms.
Right.
And I know it's not going to happen, but I can dream.
Because you're a believer.
I'm a believer. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. But I mean, I enjoy firearms, and I want everybody else to enjoy them too.
I know. I knew what you mean, man. I mean, people shouldn't be messing with them, horseplaying with them. So they, if an accident can happen, it's like the old days where you go to a friend's house and your friend pulls out a shotgun and he pulls it and pulls the trigger just to see your reaction when you hear the click.
Yeah.
And those days, people, it was a 50-50. The shotgun was unloaded or it was loaded.
Yeah.
And, bad things happen. So you don't do those kind of things. You use the gun at the range and you use the gun for self-defense, for protection. Horseplaying around, you're expecting something to happen. Something's going to happen. Sometimes even if you're careful as much as you can, things can still happen. Because like I said, desk pops. Somebody has they're messing with their gun and they forget that they chambered a round and boom, it happens.
It was this is the same concept with these people. I mean, there's so many YouTubers that come on here on this platform. Nice, Rick. Are you familiar with the freaking phone book incident that happened a couple of years back where he was actually using a 50 cal Desert Eagle and he wanted his fiance to shoot him with it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh my gosh, you got to go check it out. That's freaking
phone books.
new age dumb shit right there.
No.
Went right through and killed him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a freaking phone book against a 50 cal.
Damn.
Anybody with common sense is gonna know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I say that, but common sense seems to be
kinetic energy of a bullet,
Common sense is in short supply these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, there's common sense these days?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Used to be.
Few and far between, apparently. It's a dying breed. And the characteristic most people don't have these days.
I mean, it's a
Bless
firearm.
their
You don't
heart.
freaking point a live firearm at a phone book. It's not going to stop it.
It's one of Gunpowder Beauty's favorite sayings. Bless your heart.
Well, the thing
I mean,
about it
it
is,
kind of fits.
I
get it.
3 out of 10 times it might stop it. And he might have even tested it, but ballistics are dynamic, and not every round is charged the same. You might get, out of a 9mm, you might get 1,000 feet per, second out of one round, and 1,500 feet per second out of the next one.
Regardless, I'm not putting myself behind a freaking phone book and putting say, "Hey, you should shoot me with the 5th kill and see if I live or not."
No, I'm just saying he might have tested it and it might have stopped the bullet. That may be the only reason he tried it in the first place.
He was doing it for views, Tony.
Well, yes, yeah, we're talking about the science of it more so. We're not talking about the psychology or the reason he did it. I'm saying he might have tested it and it worked and he felt comfortable with that, because that's what my point is that, you shoot, 3 or 4 rounds, one might not go through, one will go through. It just depends on how that particular round is loaded. I mean, you just go get yourself, and test the rounds yourself. Test 50 rounds of 9mm or 45 ACP. You'll get, 50 different numbers, So that low charge, he might have shot a low charge through a phone book and it stopped it, But that's why you have safety rules. you say no, don't do that. That's
safety rules. You can break one of them and be fine. You break 2, you're starting to get hurt. People
you're starting to get.
Always keeping the gun pointing in the safe direction is the one that'll save you every time.
Or how about this? Don't do the operation.
If you just keep it pointing in the safe direction, whether it's loaded or not, you're not going to kill somebody. But that's the point. If he tested it and it worked, she still pointed a gun at him. She still didn't follow.
Ghost Shadow says tested it with a frangible hollow point, then fired again with a full metal jacket. Totally different results. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Different bullets will have different results.
Yeah, that hollow point's designed to, spread, to deliver the load into the, that amount of power into the phone book.
Exactly.
And the other one is designed for penetration. So
yeah. So how you doing, Tony? It's a little odd to see
getting over the Rona.
To see you this late at night.
Yeah, it's good seeing you, buddy.
Thank you.
We missed you yesterday, didn't we?
Oh, I was watching that dumpster fire. Oh no, yesterday it was G-Webs that was doing it. Was watching the auction. The dumpster fire wasn't the auction he was watching. It was another thing where there was a documentary that came out from this rookie. Anyway, that's a long story. I was talking about that, not G-Webs.
Oh, okay, all right. You were watching a dumpster fire. Okay, all right.
No, I was actually bid on a little Foot Locker, a World War II Foot Locker, and got it. I won that. So,
nice.
It was a Pot of Gold. Was the company?
Yeah, Pot of Gold auctions.
Yeah. So you were corking him, man. You should have come over there.
Yeah, well, I do hit or miss every Tuesday nights at 9 Eastern. So I gotta keep with it, and I can't just not do it and just
You have to share the airwaves.
Yeah. I gotta be consistent. Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike, I'll stand behind the phone book made out of AR 500 armor.
I wouldn't. Spalling will be a bitch.
All right, stop. I got something I gotta show you.
I wouldn't even at that point. I'd stand behind the guy firing.
Let's see if I can find it here.
Because I don't want to be shot at. Period. I mean,
that's right.
I'd pin it onto a tree, but I wouldn't be behind it.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to be near it.
You think that's bad? You should see the video I came across on YouTube where a guy in the Middle East was shooting his best friend with a AK shooting a cigarette out of his mouth.
Yeah, I don't want to see that either.
That was over in Russia,
and that was probably
Russia.
Russia.
It was in the Middle East. It's in Saudi Arabia.
Probably Uzbekistan. It's still part of Russia.
Here, I'm gonna look it up for you.
It's fine. I don't want to see it.
There's no
you can look it up all you want. I'm not showing it.
Come on.
No. Get over it.
Why would you preach about gun safety, Warsaw, and then show a video like that?
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with you? It's a stupidity.
Because don't try this at home.
No,
Yes.
no, I don't want to have to send out those safety things. Don't try this at home, kids. Because no, don't do that. Period.
Yeah.
Moving on.
People can get on YouTube and find plenty of ways of what not to do, all on their own time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Daniel
you
says
do it.
at Warsaw Patriot, that's just called Darwinism. It's perfectly acceptable. Wow. Go Shadow says at Night Strike, how many pages in the phone book? So if you set it up, the stack would be taller than the person. Well, it depends on how thick the phone book is per person, I guess.
Yeah.
Depends on
It's
what
either-
city. Are we talking
Yeah.
like New York City phone book, or are we talking like LA phone book?
It's not
There is a
even
difference.
I would say like the difference is
Dallas.
residential and business.
Because I'm telling you right,
Well, see,
I'm telling you
in
right now.
Dallas, you got the white pages and the yellow pages
Yeah.
all in one book. In
Mhm.
Dallas County, it's like great, but I still wouldn't stand behind that book to have somebody shoot at me.
No, yeah, that's right. No.
Tony, it's the difference between the Chattanooga phone book and the Memphis phone book.
Yeah.
The Memphis phone book is a lot thicker.
Of course, I don't even. Do they even print
wait.
phone books anymore?
Is it
yes,
kind
yes,
of
phone
like
companies
the
still do. They
is
still
it kind
do.
of like the Hazard phone book versus Atlanta?
I don't know. I guess
You've never seen the Dukes of Hazzard?
I don't remember.
I do. Dukes of Hazzard.
It's been a
All I remember
long
is
time.
Daisy. or
Them
whatever it
Dukes.
is.
Them
No,
Dukes.
well, I'm talking about the movie.
Okay, it's
They
been a
make
long
a
time
bet
since I
and they
watched the
smack
movie.
each other.
Slapped in the
That
face
sounds
one.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica Simpson is Daisy Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daniel says, "Where the crap do you even get a phone book these days? You get them from the phone company.
Yeah, if you have a landline, you'll still get a phone book.
If you have a landline with
You
with the
probably have
phone,
to request them
a
now.
local phone company, you will still get a phone book. Now it depends on the
And
phone
the book-
company, obviously.
I
But
still
a
get
lot of
phone
them,
books
They'll
mailed to me.
deliver
90
right
days.
to your house.
they will give you a phone book, and they
I
still
get
do
phone-
them.
Yeah, I still get phone books mailed to me.
I mean, I still get phone books mailed to me too from my phone service, and even though they do fiber optic, to the houses now instead of normal copper lines, they still do phone books here. So I guess
Fiber
it's a dying
optic.
thing. Fiber optic internet
Man.
is nice, I tell you, but it's also
You city
expensive.
folks.
It's expensive.
City folk.
I would love. Yes,
Fiber
city
optic's like
folk. I would
you're calling-
love.
You're calling me
have
city
fiber
folk when I
optic.
got 30 acres out back. I ain't in the city.
All right. Listen, for you to have fiber optics, you enough in the
Hey.
city.
The local phone company here went fiber optic all over the county that they served. So they went from copper lines to fiber. So
I'm so jealous.
and
I'm
Gizzard
so
Gary
jealous
says
right
hardly
now.
You should
anyone
get,
has a home phone right
Starlink.
now.
Elon just upped the speed on Starlink from what I heard when I read.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I heard Starlink's going well, but have they been able to get the satellites they need up in the air?
Well, you can go on their website and check your coverage, check your area.
Leo's saying love is a battlefield.
Love is a battlefield.
It's a good song. It's a good song.
Yeah.
Phone call. Tony,
Who can it be?
Tony, keep it
now?
going.
Dun, 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 dun.
Keep it going. Love is a battlefield.
No, that is a question though. If you're in a foreign country and they had you captured and you had an option and they said, "Hey, you have to do this, but you might not live," so would you still take it?
Well,
I'm
it's
sorry,
kind of a silly
repeat that?
question. You're going to take
Basically, you would have to stand near the target and they'll have to shoot an apple off your head.
I would ask him who's going to be shooting the rifle.
So in matches, we have a 180.
The guy with the soda pop bottle glasses.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So with USPSA shooting, that we have a 180 degree rule where you're not supposed to shoot along that line. You know, where you're not supposed to turn and shoot like quote unquote uprange. I've stood on the 180 line with the target probably 5 or 6 feet away from me, and people were shooting at that. And I was watching the 180 line, so I was trusting the guys not to shoot at me, and I was about 5 feet away from the target.
Oh,
wow, wow.
Well,
That's a lot of trust right there.
Yeah, a little too much.
A little too much for some of those people.
Yes, it was because I called one guy on a 180 because he pointed the gun right at me.
Yeah.
I was like, nope.
Yeah, nope.
let's see. That's a lot of jumbo jacks.
Yeah.
I was like, I saw your round. Yeah, so through your barrel.
Ooh. 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 All right. We got some comments out there. Tara saying she's thinking of making. Okay. I'm just gonna say the translation, Tara, because I cannot read that.
Povlika.
She's making leek soup. Maybe
and some bread.
Maybe some bread rolls. And
bread rolls.
Mazna, I don't know. I have to make it home first. What's Mazna? Do you know what Mazna is, Corso?
Let's check. I don't know what Mazna is, dude.
Are leeks those things that stick to your skin and suck the blood out of you?
No, Mazna means maybe.
Those leeches.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So
I was making a joke.
Yeah.
No,
Ghost Shadow says my phone company in Alaska ran 5 miles of fiber to my house. Company they contracted to do the job destroyed the fiber as they put it into the ground. Yeah. Because
It can happen.
what you don't know what fiber optic is, it's literally just glass and plastic. It's a little more complicated, but at the basic level, it's just a glass and plastic cable. So, all right. Anybody have any final comments? Any final topics we could talk about before I shut this one down?
I just got here. You can't leave me.
I have to because I have to.
Don't leave.
I have to take care of things.
Roll call. What about roll call show?
Roll call is not doing a show tonight. He has no power. That's
no. What am I going to do on Wednesday night?
Rotary phones. I remember when I had a rotary phone, it was so frustrating because all the numbers were like 9, 8, 7. You'd be like,
I still have one.
I still
have one. You know, my parents kept one of those.
Let me ask you this, Night Strike.
What's up?
You ever gotten telemarketers?
I've gotten telemarketers. My brother used to work for a telemarketing company.
Every once in a while, I keep getting telemarketers that are in freaking Chinatown. I'm like, stop calling me, please. I don't even understand a lick of English out of you.
Yeah.
The best thing to do, don't answer the phone, dude, because when you answer the phone, they get that, it's an active number. They write it down. And then they send it to another company. And they do the same thing to you.
We got a $2 super chat from Daniel saying overtime. No, I got to use the restroom and I got to take care of something for family. So, and that I don't know how long that's going to take me. It could take me 5 minutes. It could take me an hour, depending on how things go. It depends on how long I'm sitting on the John. So, I'll be honest. You do not want me to keep going. Well, otherwise things won't be moderated. Let's put it that way.
Just poop in your pants and be done with it.
No, I'm not Biden. I'm not going to do that. I'm not Biden. I'm not Nadler.
Be part of the Pant Crappers Brigade and Counter Strike.
No. Please don't do that.
Tara says her nerves are shot. Well, I'm sorry, Tara. Yo Shadow says that is why you have generators. Yes, more than one. I have 2. Ghost Shadow. 2 is enough.
And it's 70.
I have 1 generator.
And it's 70 here right now, so I'm fine. No, it'll be 70 here tomorrow. It's only 60 here today. So.
Shut up with your fancy freaking weather. Man, you're just cruising for me to throw punch you right now.
I love you, Jesse.
My 12 degrees is getting offended by you.
I love you.
I love you too.
We're at like 49.
Then Gunpowder Beauty, you want to hear the temperature of my town.
Yeah, no.
What's
Listen,
crazy is
George,
the way the
I
jet
love
stream.
you, but I
love you
will
too.
hit you.
I know you would.
I will hit you.
I try. I know that you know you would.
Y'all stop doing phone sex for a second,
I'm-
Tony. Tell us about
hey, if they're
I
having
miss
phone
places.
sex, it's not going to help her out any at all.
it.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, it's not. All right, go ahead, Tony.
No, now the newness is on. It's worn off. But no, just the way the jet stream dips down and gets Texas, and then it goes back up before it gets back to Tennessee. You know how the jet stream will dip down.
Yeah.
So see, that was exciting. I know. Sorry,
There we go.
I should have never stopped the sexting. Sorry.
Yeah, you should have stopped it. It was exciting.
It was great, man. I've never done it before. It's so cool, man. I was like, this is what I never expected.
Warsaw.
I'm joking, of course.
Warsaw. I should smack you for that comment. So, Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike, I only have 4 generators right now. Well, there you go. Daniel says at Night Strike, Ding Dong Dum doesn't poop. Neither should our Lord and Savior. Night Strike. Well, I can't control this. It's Mother Nature controls this.
That Kingdom Doom guy, whatever the heck his name, he doesn't poop. He uses all his energy and he burns it up. So he doesn't have to go.
No, he doesn't.
I know. He's just funny.
Tara says, I may do a live cooking show, but I would need more equipment. Maybe by the time I get 500 subs, I'll have the equipment. Well, keep going. Sergeant Major Sergeant Bulldog. I don't know how to read that. So SM Sergeant Bulldog says 2A sexting. Yep, that's how it goes here. We cover everything, right? We cover everything here.
Guns are sexy.
Guns are sexy.
Yeah, guns are sexy. Yeah.
Apparently not, Gizzard.
You don't control your poop? No. Well, I have to get that Zupu thing. So,
Control.
Hey,
do you know that you have 10 to 15 pounds of toxic poop in the body?
Yeah.
God, I'm tired of that commercial.
I'm tired of it too.
I'm just like, come on, dude, move on.
Yeah. How many times do we have to watch that?
All you have to do is admit it, George, and he'll quit asking you.
Harris Smith's Kitchen says, guy was scared and stopped in the road in front of me. I'm pulling a bulk tank, literally slid around him.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Don't do that, Tara. Drive safer.
Yeah, drive safely,
No,
Tara.
it's not her. It's the guy, the idiot.
Listen,
Oh, the other guy.
can we just take a moment and appreciate her really awesome driving skills that she slid around him instead of hitting his stupid ass?
No, I am. I just don't want her. I don't want Tara to get hurt. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Please be careful. Get home safe.
I'm not saying she doesn't have awesome skills. She does. I just don't want to get hurt.
She's badass.
Yeah.
And she obviously doesn't have road rage like me because I totally would have plowed that person.
the problem is, Jesse, it's not just the roads that give you rage.
You wouldn't just plowed that person. You would stop and then you would go walk up to the driver and then you would just throat punch him, boom, and then go back to your car and leave.
You have the disposition
totally
of a Tasmanian devil. You're always angry at something.
Oh my goodness. A Tasmanian devil is totally my spirit animal.
Oh God!
There's always something that sets you off, And I'm like, the Tasmanian devil's always set off by something.
I would love to have one as a pet. I think it'd be a great pet.
Yeah.
And I see Night Strike as a rat.
What do you mean a rat?
What?
It's your spirit animal. You're a rat.
Why do we keep letting him in here? Who let him in here again?
You did.
You posted the link.
I did. I don't think I did. I don't believe I did.
Yes, you did. You sent me the email.
I didn't send you any email. Anyways.
Bullshit. I still have old emails.
Okay, Bulldog says Senior Master Sergeant. Okay, Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog. All right. All these abbreviations these days are driving me crazy. Go Shadow says he's got a 10 kilowatt diesel Northern Lights generator. Pain in the ass to start. Yeah. G23's out there. Go Shadow says awesome skills is watching a guy control a double trailer sliding backwards and keeping it on the road. Well, that's pretty good.
Whoa.
That's pretty good.
Although I have to say, if he had awesome skills, he wouldn't be sliding backwards in the first place.
Leo says that Night
Tomato,
Strike
tomato.
spirit animal is bison. I don't know. Does that mean I'm extinct?
No.
It could have been worse, man. I think I had a meme that I posted where it said, "There's because your spirit animal is a fried chicken."
Yeah. My spirit animal is
And it was an Indian laughing. It was an Indian laughing. He goes, "Your spirit animal is a fried chicken," and he was just like cracking up. I got to find that meme. Maybe I can post it on Instagram or something.
Yeah. Daniel says at Night Strike, thank you for doing your chat in Aboriginal Australian. That was last night.
God, that was so funny.
Tony, have you ever seen the movie Hot Fuzz?
Hot what?
Hot
Fuzz. Have you ever seen the movie Hot Fuzz?
I got it in DVD, man. It's awesome.
Okay, well, it's a funny movie from England, and it's like at one point they had this guy who could barely speak, proper British English, and they had another guy from a police department translating for him, and then the officer who was taking the notes, his partner was translating for him. So they had like three different guys translating, British English, and there was a video out for the COVID situation in Australia where they were translating it from Australian English to Aboriginal English, and it was really just it was basically from Australian English to slang.
Yeah, it was hilarious, man. I was like, what?
Like apparently everybody in the chat knew Aboriginal English right off the bat.
Get the COVID needle. The vaccine needle and take the shot and you'll feel better.
Yeah, I mean,
that was so funny the way they were saying it.
What did Ghost Shadow say? Okay, apparently Tony has to leave. His family told him to hush.
Oh,
and go to bed
later, Tony.
So until he gets that new cabin he's building out in the woods, he's gonna have to hush and go to bed. We'll see you later, Tony. Warsaw, shut up.
Fire con Dios, Tony.
I said when they charge in a tank. I'm talking about the bull or bison.
No, I see the poop in the pants. Ooh, Gary. Ooh.
You guys looking at?
Don't look at the YouTube chat. I'm just saying.
Gizzard, what the fuck just put in the chat?
Do not look at the YouTube chat. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's asking me.
It's pretty bad. All right.
It's shit. It's what's for dinner.
Yeah. I think on that note, we're gonna head out of here and let everybody just get it out of their system, including me. Foos, any final words of wisdom? Anything you want the people to know about?
Any final words or wisdom or anything people know about?
Yeah.
That was it.
Okay. So nothing. All right. Jesse, do you have anything?
Yes, everyone, make sure that you appreciate the wonderful firearms that are in your life and go over to rnldisplays.com and get your favorite firearms a display and show them that you really love them.
It's true.
That was good. I like it.
Remember to use code NS15 to get 15% off. There you go.
Okay, now I'm pissed. Everybody has the freaking code except for me, and I'm the one pushing this shit. You know what?
You have
your own crap. New York, rude.
You have to ask him for a code. He'll make a code for you. Just ask. So
Whatever.
yeah, Daniel gets a $2 super chat. Is telling me to overtime. No, there's no more overtime. We went overtime the last time you asked. I was gonna cut it there. Now I went overtime, but I'm not going any other. Gizzard Gary says every hashtag second matters, and yes, happy every second matters. For those that don't know,
and hashtag Let's Go Brandon, and I agree.
Yeah, just for that.
Every day.
Let's go, Brandon.
There we go. Let's go, Brandon. With that, we will see you all later. Maybe I'll do something tomorrow. Maybe I won't.
What gun should I buy next?
I don't know. Do you have an M1A?
No, I have 3 Garands though.
You have 3 Garands. You're fine. Oh wait, do you have a BM?
You can never have too many 44 mags. Buy another 44 mag.
I don't have a 44 mag.
A Desert Eagle 58.
You need a 44 mag then.
No, I don't need a 44 mag.
All right. Well,
I have one fucking revolver.
That's right.
You need another AK.
I have 2 of those. I'm good.
You need another.
You need another.
You need an AK in 5.56.
Mac 90.
No, I don't need AK in 5.56. I have ARs in 5.56, and I have 4 of them.
I've got more than that.
Let me do my outro.
A 1911.
I don't have that.
You get a 1911, or get a high power. They're making new high powers.
But I don't want a 45.
You get a new high power, then it's 9mm.
Yeah, 10mm.
I don't want a 10mm.
357 SIG.
I don't want a 10mm because how I load my rounds up for my shooting, I send a 180 grain bullet shooting at almost 1,000 feet per second, and a lot of the 10mm you can buy out there is shooting a 180 grain bullet slower than that.
Get a Ruger 57.
No, I don't want 5.7. Jeez.
I'd take a 5.7.
Well, those are all the things I could recommend, or get like a pistol caliber carbine or something. I don't know.
I am leaning towards either a PCC or I'm out here on Classic Firearms looking at their Schmidt Ribbon 1899.
Yeah, I saw those. I was tempted, but I'm going to a gun auction. I'm going to gun auction on Saturday, so I'm not buying any more guns.
For $579, 579 model number.
I'm holding my money because I may have to buy a gun at a gun auction. I'm looking at possibly buying one.
What are you thinking about possibly buying?
It's an AK.
It's an AK.
Yeah.
What AK? There's a lot of AKs.
I don't know the make of it, but it's an AK. I've always wanted it. So.
God, I kind of want this so bad, but I don't have any ammo to shoot it.
The Schmidt Rubin? Well, get the dice, and you have ammo.
Galileo.
You have reloading equipment. Just do it.
I know, but I would have to. There's so much stuff.
You'd have to buy the powder and the shells and the bullets for it.
I already have the bullets.
The
I have the powder. I would just need. Yeah. I actually have the 5x55 dies that probably work.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I have to buy the different powder.
In Warsaw, I will make it. I will make it. So,
I'm doing my outro.
Widzę srać się w gacie, niż zaciągnąć tyłek do Johna, kiedy nie możesz niknąć trakę. It's
and no one
shit your pants than haul ass to the John when you can't night strike.
All right, with that, Warsaw Patriot is gone, and we're going to end the chat. So, George, final words of wisdom.
Final words. I'd just say, everyone, stay warm, dry, have food, charge up your batteries, have your generators ready, whatever you have, and just hopefully that the next couple of weeks, everything will calm down and we'll be good. Well, hopefully we won't have to go what we went through last year. Hopefully. So want everybody to be fine and healthy and kicking it good,
All right. So with that, we'll see you guys later. Shall not be infringed.
Shall not be infringed. No fringes.
Adios, Felicia.
Adios, Felicia. Felicia Navidad.
Felicia Navidad. Te amo, Felicia. Te amo.
Felicia, amo. Te amo, Felicia.
Te amo. So with that, we will see you guys later. Everyone, take it easy, and we'll probably be back tomorrow. I don't know if we will. We might. It depends on what happens.
Hey, sent me L
Bless your heart.
556.
Y'all come back now here.